Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite slash sexiest spiritual advisor. Okay, so today is the culmination of my Survivor series. So I will be talking to you about my seventh sexual assault. Short and sweet, okay? So for this one, I was, of course, in my early 20s as well. But so I had a homeboy who we were very, very, like, that was like one of my best friends. Like, we was real cool. I had known him since like high school or whatever. And we actually met through a mutual friend. And even after me and that friend's friendship went to trash, we were still cool. That was my ace boon, that was one of the homies. Like, I trusted him. I genuinely did. I looked at him like family, like a brother to me or something. I knew that he kind of liked me. I did. I mean, who's not going to like me? You can't help but to love me. And I'm not even talking about my looks. If you know me, my personality, I'm a genuine person. I'm a real ass. Okay, you know the song. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, though. If you know me personally, you know that I'm cool as fuck. I'm me. I am who I am. I don't try to be anybody else. I'm down to earth. I'm just, what I'm saying, cool as hell. So, that was the homie. We had been cool for like a very long time, and we would go out all the time. And anytime we went out, I was always treated like the queen that I am. I always enjoyed going out with him. I really enjoyed his company. To this day, I still love him, So one night, because every time we would go out, it would be like, a whole crew. And I would be like the only female most of the time, which was fine because all these guys I knew from high school, and I felt safe with them, They always treated me like a queen. So we went to a club on the south side, I think. Is it the south side? Central Station. We went to Central Station. And I'll never forget, he gave me the money. It was like, yeah, go get you a drink or whatever. So I went, ordered me a drink, blah, blah, blah. And I sat down and I started drinking my drink. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling funny. So I was like, well, let me go to the bathroom. I started feeling funny, and I knew that it was something wrong with the drink. Because when I started feeling funny, I knew it was something wrong with the drink. So I was like, oh, shit. So I'm like, well, let me go to the bathroom and see if I can, like, get myself together or something. Maybe I'm tripping. So I left the drink right there on the table because I'm not coming back to this shit. Went to the bathroom, and as I came out the bathroom, my homeboy was like, you good? And I was like, no, we got to leave now. Something's wrong. And he was just like, all right. So we started walking out. We left. That is the last thing I recall. The last thing I recall is making it outside. And then shit went black. And the next thing I recall is he's calling my name over and over and like shaking me, like trying to wake me up. And I open my eyes and we're right in front of my house. Okay? Which was a good ways away. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, what shit? He was like, yo, you good? He was like, I've been trying to wake you up for a minute. He was like, I thought you were dead. He was like, I was very nervous. I was like, gonna take you to the hospital or some shit. I didn't know what the fuck happened. He was like, do you remember anything? I'm like, nah, I don't remember nothing. He said, we went outside the club and then you just pop a squat somewhere and peed and then got in the car and then you just like, just slumped like he was dead. And I'm like, dang, I don't know. He's asking me how I'm feeling. I was like, I don't know. So, like I said, this was the homie. I didn't think nothing of it. And so we went in the house or whatever. Now, mind you, let me note, he used to give me oral sex every now and again, just on a friendly tip. You know what I'm saying? We never had sex or anything, but as a friend, helping out a friend, sometimes you things. You know what I mean? But we had never did anything sexual other than that. Other than him, you know what I'm saying? Every now and again, I had never gave him any oral sex. We had never had sex. Okay. And he knew I was not interested in having sex with him. He knew that. We was just friends, I just looked tasty. I mean, can't help that. Back in that day, who was I that turned out some head? But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I just want to put that in there. So, go in the house, and at that time, I had, was this when I had yeah, at that time I think I had a bed in my living room. I had couches too. But like I used to, I had like a long story. I had a bed in the middle of the living room and there's couches around it. I used to do have home child care and whatnot. It was just convenient, you know what I'm saying? Who else has a bed in their living room? I felt, you know what I'm saying? So we laid out in the bed because also too, sometimes I have, kickbacks on the weekend, and most of my friends were guys, and they would bring their significant others or whatever the fuck, and we all be chilling, get fucked up, and everybody would have somewhere to sleep. So it just worked out. So laid down in the bed, went to sleep, or passed out, or whatever you want to call it, because I don't remember nothing else. All I remember the next thing is I open my eyes and he is on top of me, just going to town, just having him a good old time. Having him a good old time in the pussy by himself, without me or my interaction or my participation. Okay. And I woke up and things are a little foggy, so I don't want to say anything and it just not be true. You know what I'm saying? Because I was under the influence and whatever the fuck had happened to me. But I know that he did a lot of apologizing afterwards, and I don't recall if he blamed it on the alcohol or whatever. He thought it was okay or whatever the fuck, because apparently from what he was saying, I guess he had licked the coot while I was asleep or whatever, and I guess since he thought that was normal, he felt like, well, shit, you can't tell me I can't fuck now. Let me go ahead and take my chance, or whatever. But he stopped, and I was very disappointed in him. I was, and I told him. We actually were able to have a mature conversation about it, and I was like, that's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I told him, I was like, I was not there. I was not there. I think somebody put something in my drink at the club. So you can't do something like that. That's bad. And he apologized, and I forgave him. Come to find out, shortly thereafter, that very same club, they had something going on where I think the bartenders or something were putting date rape drugs in females' drinks, because a lot of females were getting sexually assaulted from there. So that happened. Now, that's the end of that story, short and sweet. However, but what I will say, what I learned from all of my experiences of sexual assault is each one was different. But what I learned is out of all of my sexual assaults, only one of them happened from somebody that I did not know. So it's very true when they say that most of the time when you are sexually assaulted, it is from someone you know, someone you trust, because it's like, just like how you have the narcissists and the emotional manipulators, a lot of times people who plan on, sexually assaulting you or violating you, they want to make their job easier. So they will befriend you. There'll be somebody close to you. That way your defenses will be down. I didn't expect any of these people to do these things to me. What I also learned, and which I should be ashamed of myself because I'm psychic, however, I did learn alcohol, liquor, not only does it dull your senses and stuff, but if you are a psychic or intuitive person, it will make you have delayed reactions. And if you're a fucking functioning goddamn alcoholic, your reactions and your intuition, you're going to be doubting yourself. That's why you always listen to your intuition, because a few of those situations, I did not think they would turn out in sexual assault. But if I'd listened to my intuition and just not went or not, spoke to that person or whatever, I probably would not have went through that experience. However, I don't blame myself for any of the experiences that I have been through. I learned something from all of them, and every single one of those experiences should have destroyed me sexually, emotionally, and everything else, because assault, it takes something from you. However, I am the type of person that I know how I want to be in my life. I have always known since I was a child how I want to be and who I am and who I want to be. Okay, so I have chosen, and I would like for everybody else to do that. Do not let your situation, do not let something designed to tear you down. Don't let it win. Don't let it win. Because what we have to understand is these obstacles that we go through in life, they are supposed to, no matter how painful they are, there is always a lesson in it, and it's always a blessing, because it is supposed to help and make us stronger, because you never know who may need your experience, your story, okay? You can motivate so many people through your experiences and the things that you've been through. Don't let these things break you down. Let them build you up, because if I had did that, I wouldn't be who I am, okay? I'm a naturally sexy, sensual person. I love sex. All right? With, of course, one person, goddamn it, the person, my significant other, whoever I choose to give my body to. But I'm sexually open. I'm an open book, period. I like to express myself. I like to be true to myself. I like to live my truth. I like to live free. And I am not going to let anything, any circumstance, or anybody stop me from doing that, okay? So when I had those thoughts that I wanted to go into my shell, I even thought about being a lesbian one time. That didn't work out. All the things that would have swayed me away from who I really am, I chose to overcome them. And unfortunately, I didn't have anybody to help me, okay, overcome these things. The times when I did try to reach out for help, it didn't work. So when things like that happen, instead of just, giving up, guys, you have to think about it like, okay, there's more than one way to skin a cat. This didn't work for me. What can I do to help myself? These situations that happen to me, instead of breaking me down and making me become more codependent or making me retract into myself and not be the beautiful butterfly that I am, instead they taught me how to be independent, how to stand up for myself, how to defend myself, how to speak, always speak my truth. And even though it took me a very long time to get these stories out, because I never thought I would tell anybody these things, it's okay. It's okay. For the longest time, I was ashamed that people would judge me. But you know what I realized through life? People gonna judge me regardless. Regardless, people always have something to say, and they really don't know who I am. So now I am free to speak my truth, and I really, really hope that my stories and my experiences, help people to overcome, the tragedies, the assaults, the situations and circumstances that nobody else may know about, that you've been holding into yourself. Okay? Don't let those stop you from being who you are. You know you a bad bitch. Let the world see that shit. Don't worry about being victimized and stuff. Don't worry about being raped or assaulted. Know who you are. That's why I say you pray and you ask for protection. Pray to your guides, your ancestors, and everybody. We are in a new time now. It is time for us to know who we are, to live in our truth, and to speak our truth. And if I can tell my stories and be the example for everybody else, then fuck it. Here the fuck I am. Shit. Y'all can use me as the example of what to do, what not to do, whatever. As long as you take something from these messages besides the tea, all right? As long as you learn something from it, I will be that guy. I have no problem with that. I'm really hoping that people who have let, their victimization hold them back, now is the time to let go. Please, let go. Let love in, because a lot of times what I have also realized is a lot of times a lot of the most traumatic experiences that we have are because the devil knows that is relating to something that is a part of our destiny or our passion. So he would try to take that from us first. And it is up to us to pass that challenge or pass that test to overcome those trials, tribulations, obstacles that are put ahead of us in order to see, what do we really want? Do we really want our destiny? Do we really want the things that we say that we want? Can we overcome these struggles, these burdens, these handicaps? There's so many people out there that do it. And a lot of times, they're celebrities and stuff, and people feel like we can't do it because we're regular. Yes, the fuck we can. Yes, the fuck we can. All right. Don't let your demons, don't let the bad things that happened to you in the past, don't let those hold you back anymore. You are free. I am free. I am going to live my truth 1000%. And hopefully I can motivate you guys to live your best life. Speak your truth. Be yourself. Don't let anything stop you from being sexy. Okay? Because I'm sexy. I like being sexy. I'm Jamaican. I'm going to be even more sexy. All right? And I know it is not my fault that people could not control themselves. I know who I am. Okay? And I love myself. And I love you guys as well. And since I love you so much, I would love for you to go and check out my website, www.empressoracle333.com. I will be restocking soon. You know what I'm saying? I've been bullshitting a little bit, but I'm going to get to it. All right? But with that being said, I love you guys. Take care. These stories, they took a lot out of me, but I'm glad I did it. I love you.